Britain is a nation of animal lovers, but it turns out we are loving our animals just a little bit too much. All those tasty treats and tidbits have resulted in a nation of furry fatties.
Today, we're going to meet some of these portly pets who prefer puddings to prowling and warm sofas to walkies.
The vet saw her and said she was disgusted.
But more importantly, we're here to celebrate the wagging tails of Britain's most dramatic four-legged weight loss winners.
High five! I know, fantastic!
That's amazing.
I'm very proud of her.
Well done, Zoro.
Really tough.
His final weight is...
Welcome to Fat Pets Slimmer of the Year. We are here today and every day this week in the spectacular surroundings of Ragley Hall, Warwickshire, to host the results of a very special slimming competition.
6 months ago, pet charity, the PDSA, launched a nationwide competition to encourage our paunchy poochies, tubby tabbies and rotund rabbits to lose weight.
This is classed as being obese.
Over the week, we're going to meet all the finalists. Each day, we'll have a heat winner, and then on Friday, we'll crown Slimmer of the Year.
But this is more than a celebration of other pet success.
Hello guys. How are you?
Throughout the show, Key and Egan will be hosting a free public drop-in clinic dedicated to portly pets.
There's no way in the world you do 2 hours with her every day.
We tried to do it.
But really?
As we meet the staffy who yaps up the festive treats.
Yeah, she loves mince pies, yeah, she absolutely does.
And ask, what's up, Doc, with these extra large rabbits.
This is classed as being obese, so we would need to have a wee look at that.
So we're going to start meeting our finalists. And once more, I am joined by Paul Manctolo, Principal Vet at the PDSA and Competition Judge. So we've got dogs, we've got cats, and we've got rabbits.
We have.
Why is it just those three?
They are the most popular pets in the UK, so estimated around 20 million of them in our household, so that's why we're focusing on those first of all.
But what about the hamsters and the fish and the guinea pigs and the other pets that we've got?
Any animal can get fat or be fed inappropriately, so absolutely. I mean, you've seen treadmills for fish, obviously, haven't you? I'm joking.
I had to go like that then.
But the important thing is that people understand what is the right food for that animal, what is the right amount, and more importantly, how does that animal exercise in the environment that you provide for it.
The exercise is just as important,
Absolutely.
isn't it? Great, well, let's get on. Let's meet our next finalist.
Already through to the grand final are Bruce, who beat his rivals on Monday, shedding an incredible 11 kilos.
Bruce, we'll see you on Friday for the final.
Snowball, our Tuesday champion,
Snowball.
who lost 14% of his body weight. And Daisy, who was Wednesday's winner,
It's Daisy.
with a belly-busting 26% drop in her body weight. And hoping to join them is Millie. Thirteen-year-old Millie lives with Melanie Smith in North Shields, Tyne and Wear. She joined the family underweight and neglected after suffering a tough start to life.
When we first got Millie, she was very underweight, so that did have a big impact because we just wanted to feed her up.
After being spoilt rotten, Millie quickly returned to her normal weight. Unfortunately, she didn't stop there.
Around about when she was 7 or 8, she got very sick and she needed a couple of operations. And that's when they found out she had arthritis. So for a long time she was laid up, you know, and we felt sorry for her, you know, so we'd feed her more. On a Sunday she'd get like a little mini Sunday lunch. Yorkshire puddings was one of our favourites. If we got a kebab, she'd get a bit of it.
The diet of fast food and Sunday roasts pushed this podgy pooch to a gargantuan 10.5 kilos, about twice the recommended weight for a Jack Russell.
We went for a routine arthritis checks and the vet weighed her and literally told her if you don't get a weight off her, you are going to lose a few years off her life, which, you know, was a big shock because nobody wants to lose their dog early because of something they've had a part in.
The shocking news pushed Melanie into action. And now, 6 months on, we're about to find out if Millie's managed to beat the bulge.
It would mean so much to me and Millie. We've worked so hard and, you know, she's worked just as hard. You know, I know it's not easy for a 13-year-old arthritic dog and she's done absolutely amazing.
Let's welcome Millie and owner Melanie. Oh, hello, cutie. How are you both? Wow. Well, Millie looks completely and utterly different.
Yes.
God, do you remember this picture being taken?
I do, yeah. And when I seen it, I was just shocked.
Yeah?
Yeah. I didn't
Really
realise she
shocked?
was that big.
I think when you're in a house with a drog all the time, you don't necessarily see the weight creeping on. What happened? Did the family tend to just drop the treats? Where did the weight come from?
I think it was just treats. And later on in life, when she was about 7 or 8, she got arthritis in her back legs, so she couldn't exercise that much. And I think we felt a bit sorry for her, so we started feeding her, you know, tidbits like kebab and Yorkshire pudding.
A tidbit like a kebab.
Yeah, and, you know, she got to that.
And what about exercise? Is that part of it all?
It is, but like, because she's arthritic, we have to be very careful how much to give her because she gets very sore.
Right, OK.
So she gets 1 or 2 short walks a day, but I have to say the diet has been the most part, like the food. It's just brilliant, it is.
Well, shall we find out just how brilliant Millie is and get her onto the scales? Are you excited to find out?
I'm very excited.
Right, let's go. Paul, we've got another one.
Come on.
Hello, guys. Hope you come, Millie.
Are you coming? Are we?
So she looks great, doesn't she, compared to that picture over there? And you could see all the fatty lumps all over her body, but actually now she looks really good, doesn't she? OK, are you ready for a weight?
Yep.
So she started, I know she was heavier before, but at the competition start she was 9.3 kilos. So that was about 43% overweight, OK? So, are you ready? OK, Millie's weight now is... 7.5 kilos.
That's amazing.
Really, really good.
Millie's strict fast food-free diet has done the trick. She's managed to lose a startling 1.8 kilos, which at 20% of her original body weight is a massive achievement for a little dog.
That's fantastic.
That's
well done, Melanie.
Weight loss. How do you feel about that, Melanie?
I'm very proud of her. She's done amazing, you know, for an old dog.
And that's the thing, she's an old dog with arthritis, so actually getting the weight off through exercise is much more difficult. But I think, Melanie, you've done a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Well done. Congratulations. We'll find out later on whether you're going to be in our final.
But sometimes big really can be beautiful. And that's the case with this furry fellow.
There she is. Good girl. Smells beautiful.
Her name's Zara. She is actually a baby. Beautiful, aren't you, girl?
Zara may look like she's hopped off the pages of Alice in Wonderland, but this white rabbit hasn't been stealing the Queen of Hearts jam tarts. In fact, she's a perfectly healthy youngster.
Zara is still growing. She will grow until she's about 2.5 to 3.
The reason Zara's the size of Flopsy, Mopsy and Cottontail combined is because she's a giant continental, one of the world's oldest breeds of rabbits.
They're very friendly. They've got a brilliant coat on them.
Zara is the star attraction at owner Zoe and Steve's pet shop in Grimsby.
Hello, GR Pets.
Zara's in the shop for people to stroke, take pictures if they wanted to. They're amazed by the size and by the breed. They want to know a lot more.
The Great Dane of the rabbit world, the Continental can grow to over 3 foot in length, making them more Peter Crouch than Peter Rabbit. Originally bred in Belgium for maximum meat and fur, their big size and equally big personalities found them a more welcome role as great pets. Zoe and Steve share their house in Barrow-upon-Humber with not 1, but 2 giant Continentals and 5 other fluffy friends.
All in all, I've got 7 rabbits. I've got 2 giant continental breeds. You've got Precious down below here. You've got Maddie. Shadow and Sky, and then obviously you've got Goldilocks. If I had my own way, I'd have a TV in here, I'd have a chair in here, and I'd have a rug. And stay here till morning, till night. I do like all rabbits, but with the big ones you can cuddle them more. They're more confident than the smaller rabbits, very confident. But they just love the attention. She'll stay here all day. But with the bigger ones, I think that you can treat them more like a dog, and you can actually put them on a lead and walk down the street without feeling silly.
Zoe and Steve may have loads of pet rabbits at home, but Zara is top, dog, and gobbles up £20 worth of food a week. Just don't accuse her of being an overeater.
Obviously, they are a giant rabbit. That's how they're classed, as a giant rabbit, but that doesn't mean an overweight rabbit. A lot of people get the perspective that, oh, it's a giant rabbit, feed it as much as you possibly can, and it'll get bigger and bigger, and that is totally wrong. You don't feed a giant rabbit to get it big for the weight. I'm totally against that, because at the end of the day, you want a healthy rabbit.
If you've got the room in your house, garden and lap, then a giant continental is one way of getting a whole lot of loving from a rabbit.
We'll be back shortly to meet our second Slimmer of the Year finalist.
Hello guys, how are you?
And we'll also be checking in at the clinic again as Kian meets a meowsive cat.
He lies by the food bowl and puts his paw in and drags the food to him because he's that lazy.
And discover how a dog can make a right dog's dinner of mealtime.
We came home, found a lot of Christmas lights all over our apartment.
Welcome back to Fat Pet Slimmer of the Year.
We started the show in style with our first finalist, Millie, who did amazingly, losing nearly 2 kilos.
On a Sunday, she'd get like a little mini Sunday lunch. Yorkshire puddings was one of our favourites. If we got a kebab, she'd get a bit of it.
7.5 kilos.
That's amazing.
Really, really good.
Time to meet our second finalist, who is going to have to go some to beat the Jack Russell we met earlier.
And it's not one pet, it's 2. Poppy and Joey the rabbits. Let's hear the story of their journey to the final. It begins here, in Aberdeen, where our thumpingly heavy thumpers live with owner Donna.
Hey.
Donna says it was a complete surprise when they became bloated bunnies.
Their typical diet would have been carrots, lettuce, cauliflower, all that sort of thing. The vet said, well, carrots were like equivalent to a Mars bar. And we were giving them carrots morning, noon and night. They also got dry food. The bowls were never empty. Between my daughter, my mum and I, they were always getting fed. It's just getting knowledge of the rabbits. We didn't think that for 1 minute that rabbits could be overweight with feeding what we think was healthy food. They weren't happy. You know, they just sat there and looked at the garden and the dogs playing about. If we kept on feeding them the way that we had done, both of them would have probably landed off too fat and had a short lifespan.
Okay, we're going to wait to get the rabbits ready for going to the vet.
We're going to take the rabbits to get a wee in.
No. In. Pop it in.
I'm really excited because we've really tried hard.
Here's hoping they've done good.
Because we love our rabbits. We want them to live a good long life. I think if they lose weight today, they might just get a treat. They might get a carrot each.
The dog's looking nervous. It's the day of reckoning for our rabbits. Time to find out if they've nibbled off enough weight to bunny hop over their competition.
So how's Poppy been, Donna? She been getting okay?
Poppy's been getting on really good. We've worked hard on this, haven't we?
Yeah.
Between yourself and I, we've worked really hard.
Poppy started the competition tipping the scales at a chunky 3.3 kilograms.
Donna, here we go.
Okay.
Let's see how she's got on.
So has she lopped off enough weight to put her in contention for a place in Friday's final?
2.75.
Oh, wow.
That's fantastic. Well
Oh,
done.
well, high five.
I know, fantastic. Oh, well done.
No wonder they're celebrating. That's more than half a kilo, the equivalent of an average woman losing 1.5 stones.
That's great.
Wonderful.
Well
Good
done.
for you, Poppy.
And I can't feel the same fat pockets as we had before.
No.
It's all gone from round her neck and her chest area.
So she's now
Ideal weight. Less stress on those joints of hers as well.
Yeah.
Now we'll take a wee waist measurement. She was 45 centimetres on her waist and she's now 32 centimetres. That is absolutely fantastic, well done. Joey's turn, what do you think?
Not so sure he's been so clever.
Joey weighed a whopping 3.85 kilograms.
3.85. So
he's winter coat.
Oh dear, exactly the same as his starting weight 6 months ago.
He's not quite got to, for him, this is classed as being obese, so we would need to have a wee look at that it didn't cause any health concerns with him. I think he's been eating some of Poppy's and maybe not being as active as Poppy has been.
Yeah.
You can tell here that he's got this fat covering over his shoulders and in his neck, and if you go to his rib area and his tummy, you can feel there's an awful lot in the undercarriage as well, and he's at higher risk of health problems.
He's one cottontail who hasn't cottoned onto dieting. But for Poppy, it's champagne popping time.
Oh, I'm delighted, absolutely delighted that Poppy's lost so much weight. Julia hasn't done quite so well, but we'll get him on the right track.
Back home, Poppy has earned herself that treaty carrot.
She can have a little bit more because she's done extra well.
But more than that, has she earned herself a place in tomorrow's Slimmer of the Year Grand Final?
I don't want to be dramatic, but 2 words. Killer carrots. What's going on? Who knew? Who knew that carrots were responsible for such horrors in the world?
They're really not that bad. I mean, you know, you can give them to rabbits, but only in moderation. They are a treat. So if you're going to give anything, give the tops of carrots, you know, the nice green leafy bits of the top, because they're perfectly healthy.
The ones that used to hang out of Bugs Bunny's mouth.
Exactly.
He was always chewing
he used
on
to
the
leave.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real misconception, that, isn't it? I mean, I would never, ever have known that you weren't supposed to overfeed your bunny carrots.
Yeah, so they're quite starchy and they've got, you know, converted to sugar. So it's a lot of calories for a rabbit, and the amounts that people give them. I mean, rabbits are really tiny. So, you know, if you imagine giving carrot constantly, it's a lot of calories.
And we've got 2 bunnies here, one who has lost weight and one who hasn't. I don't understand how that can happen.
Yeah, this is great, isn't it? This is like a married couple that both go on a diet together.
Yeah.
So for me, I think there's something about the way that you know, the owners are you know, treating the rabbits, and I think Joey's a little bit of a schmoocher, I think. So I think he's getting in there and getting lots of cuddles, and at the same time probably getting quite a few treats as well.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
It's pretty obvious there are pets that just love to eat. But when some dogs get the munchies, nothing's safe. They can chow down on the most incredible things. Dixie, the Dalmatian, is one canine with the craziest idea of cuisine. He swallowed Homer Simpson. Dope.
She was like lying around, and the next sign we got was her being sick, severely sick. I thought, no, or something near right here. Well, I'll have to go and I'll have to get an appointment with the vet and see what's going on.
An X-ray revealed the cartoon culprit causing Dixie's distress, and an operation successfully removed Homer.
Dixie's great now, she's fantastic.
In Dixie's defence, though, Homer was hidden in a chocolate egg. But there's no excuse for our top 10 dumb dog dinners. At number 10, this dog forgot the game's called fetch, not eat, and gobbled up a tennis ball. 9. Here's a dog that could get no satisfaction from 80 stones. At 8, the dog who thought he'd get out of walkies by eating his own lead. In at 7, the tasty teddy bear. Sounds grisly, but one dog thought it was the perfect canine canapé. Our number 6, the dog who wanted duck for dinner, even if it was plastic. At number 5, here's something you don't see every day, an X-ray of a dog who ate, guess what, a metal X-ray. At number 4, the dog who got a hole in 1, 2, 3, when he swallowed a set of golf balls. At number 3, the happy camper who swallowed a tent peg for his tea. And our top 2 have a festive flavour. At 2, the pooch who thought the perfect pudding would be a Christmas tree decoration. And our number 1, the faithful friend who bit off more than he could chew when it came to helping with the Christmas lights.
We came home from Christmas shopping last Wednesday and found a lot of Christmas lights all over our apartment. He didn't actually eat the whole string in one shot. He kind of got segments of it, and there were a few bulbs missing, so I called the vet.
The good news is all these dogs made full recoveries, and maybe next time they'll pause before tucking in. Well, if you're hungry for more fat pet slimming action, don't worry, as we still have one last finalist to meet who's hoping to get his paws on the trophy.
First of all, though, let's see how Cian's got on at our Fat Pet Drop-In Clinic.
Clinics like this one here in Birmingham see an awful lot of pets that have problems caused by their diet. We're going to try and get some of these animals' weight lines under control. We've got a cat here, so tell us, who's this?
This is Boykus. We've got 11 cats.
Wow.
And he's our only overweight one.
He's lovely.
He got bigger, and people started to say, the cat is enormous. So we ended up building a feeding station which was got a little hole in that the other cats could get in and out.
Right.
And he's so fat he couldn't do it. So that was okay until he lost weight and could get in.
Okay.
He found the food.
He's very great, isn't he?
Yeah, he started to feed. And the other thing we found he lies by the food bowl and puts his paw in and drags the food to him because he's that lazy.
Right, okay. He's a big fella, though.
He's heavier than our little lad.
Really?
Yeah.
And Vet Jessie is ready to get her claws into this colossal cat. Boykus, yeah, he certainly seems like a big boy. Jess, what kind of weight should he be?
Well, the weight of a healthy adult male cat is about 4.5, maybe 5 kilos.
But let's see what this whiskered whopper weighs in at.
Can we pop it on the scales?
You can do whatever you like. Who wants to try lifting?
I'll go for it.
It's time to get the real measure of our monstrous mouser.
Wow, 9.6 kilos.
That's like me topping the scale at 22 stone.
That's roughly double what he should be. So we know we've got a bit of work to do there. Okay. What does he eat?
Not only will he eat what we give him, he'll also go searching for other food.
So that's often a problem in cats, and that's one of the big issues with trying to restrict what they eat. So does he go outdoors at all? Is he an indoor cat?
Not anymore. No, we can chuck him. I mean, literally have to open the back door and throw him out. He doesn't like the cat flap. He just looks at the cat flap. We have to open the door for him, but as you know, we're support staff, not owners.
Speaking of his overall health, Jess, like really, if he continues to go in this way, are we in big trouble?
Really, we are. His joints will start to suffer carrying all that weight around. So really, if we can get weight off him now, he will live longer and he'll enjoy his life more.
I love him to bits,
of course.
And I'd be lost without him, you know?
That's the important thing. As you said, you want him to live a healthy, long life, so it's up to us to control his diet.
If you're worried your Moggy is getting a muffin top, there's a simple 3-point Fat Fighters MOT you can give your cat at home.
So with a cat or a dog, a healthy shape should have a waist. And so he should go in just behind his ribs here. Okay. You should also be able to feel his ribs, which we can't. And again, when they're standing, you can look at their shape, and their tummy shouldn't hang down. It should really sort of tuck up nicely.
I noticed there's a really good chart to kind of explain this.
I think we'd probably class him as obese, which sounds very dramatic, but he has got this sort of shape from above. The healthy weight is here, and obviously you can see he's got a little waist tucking in behind his ribs.
Okay.
So do you guys feel like you know exactly how much he should be eating then?
Well, I thought I did, but maybe I've got to look at that again, and that might be part of the problem as well. But he's just constantly hungry. I don't know why it's like a constant thing. How come none of our other cats are overweight? What's that about?
So, I mean, a bit like people, cats do vary, and they're all individual. But a bit like people, everyone's different, and it's just a case of controlling his diet. Because we know it's not easy in cats, you know, you can't just take them for a long walk like you can with a dog.
No, I tried to put him on a lead.
Did you? I wasn't even going to suggest.
No, he just sat there.
Yeah.
It's quite heavy to drag along.
Hopefully we get him down to his desired weight and he'll be running around happy again.
Oh, he'll be a handsome boy, won't you? Eh? Oh yeah, I'm just going to stay here for the day though, is that all right?
Bless him.
Thanks very much.
Yeah,
really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
For Beefy Boykus, it's the first paw print on the road to recovery. Maybe next year he'll be one of our Star Slimmers too. Today, after 6 months in the Slim Club, it's the moment of truth for Ty, the stodgy staffy. The final weigh-in.
Hiya, you waiting?
Okay.
Is it just an appointment? Okay,
for his
lovely.
last weigh-in today for the Fit Club. I'm hoping he's lost some weight, but I'm not too sure. Nervous today. He may have put on a little bit.
At 60% overweight, Ty was clinically obese.
Staffordshire Bull Terrier, we'd expect to see somewhere between 20, 24 kilos, so he was hugely overweight.
He loved his biscuits. He was having about 12 a day. He's down to 1 at the moment, but I'm trying now to completely get rid of them all together.
Ty Martin, please.
My dream for Ty is to be a nice slim dog, can run around like he was when he was a puppy, and be around for quite a long time yet.
Having kicked off the competition at 32 kilos, a massive 60% overweight, Ty had a lot to lose. At his monthly weigh-ins, he's been slowly dropping, down to 29 kilos at the last count.
We're really hoping to get him somewhere down more towards the low 20s, really, for a Staffordshire Bull Terrier of his age. Go on, Ty. That's a good boy.
Good boy.
Sit. Right, stand still. Good boy. Right, so we are a little bit heavier than we were last time. We're at sort of 30.8. We are a bit disappointed about, aren't we, really?
Yeah.
Sadly for Ty, after a strong start, he's fallen off the wagon. It's a setback, but with a big effort and a couple of weeks' snack sobriety, there's always hope.
Thank you very much. Yep.
Take care then.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Ty's had his last weigh-in. I'm a little bit disappointed. He's not lost as much weight as I would hope. I think probably some of the other dogs has probably done better than him. And trying to get him out of his routine has been a bit hard work. But I'm happy with what he's done. I can't ask for no more than that.
The leg seems to have been a big problem for Ty there.
Yeah, and here's the problem. So you've got a dog that needs to lose weight, but he's actually got a poorly leg. So actually he can't lose weight because his leg's causing a problem, but actually his weight's causing more of a problem with his leg.
It's a bit of a vicious circle, isn't it?
It is. It's really difficult with these dogs, and with these dogs it's really, really important to get the feeding right, to get the diet right. He's lost a little bit, but not enough.
Will he have to lose an awful lot more before the vet can operate or at least see exactly what's wrong with his leg?
And that's the problem again.
Yeah, so there's more at risk there, really, than for Ty, and it's quite immediate, isn't it? Well, good luck to Ty.
Ty completes our Fat Pet finalists for today. Find out later who goes through to tomorrow's grand final. Ty may not have gone from butterball to beautiful, but a vet's practice is the best place to go for doggy diet help. However, if sensible eating and exercise isn't bringing your dog's excess tummy to heel, you can always try alternative canine treatments. we found a pair of lazy Jack Russells to give it a go. Meet mother and daughter Heidi and Chantel. And their couch potato Jack Russells, Lucy and Tatty.
And go get it. It's in your photo. Get it. Lucy, come on. Come on, Lucy. Lucy, you're lazy.
Lucy's rather large, and we realised she was stealing the cat's food.
And she was being a bit of a midnight eater. Going downstairs and stealing all the food at night when the other dogs weren't there. So she's a secret binge eater. When she went for a checkup at the vet saw her and said she was disgusted by the weight of her and that she needed to be put on a rather strict diet quickly. And now Tatty's getting a bit older, she seems to be putting on the pounds too and getting a bit chubby.
With the girls at their wits' end, it's time to grab the collars and try something different. Doga.
I'm Mani Jangiri. I'm a doga teacher, and doga is yoga for you and your dog. The dog actually absorbs the energy from the owner, so the owner slows down and the breathing slows down, the dog feeds off that energy. Their nervous system gets rebalanced, and the nervous system governs digestion.
Lucy and Tatty's big problem with digestion is they're digesting too much food. Our hounds haven't been slimming fast enough. Will Doga help restore some muscles to our flabby Jack Russells?
Welcome to Doga. It's a human yoga class.
The session begins with a chance to meet your classmates.
This is where we socialise. It's called sniff and greet. And what happens is your dog will, hopefully, in time, absorb that energy and submit.
It's time to get started. Can Lucy and Tatty channel their inner, slimmer Buddha?
This is the submission we want. Spread yourselves out. Take a deep breath, inhale. I want you to let go of any tension in your navel. Sharp releases through the belly.
In yoga, it's important to relax and focus.
Inhale. Smile, laugh, feel the joy in your belly.
Now, it may look like a melee of mutts, but there's a dogma to Doga, according to its fans. Amid the crazy canine capers, the pets are meant to bond with their owners and learn pack rules. Not sure Lucy's worked out who's in charge here, though.
Just separate the legs, and if your dog is on your navel, great. If he starts climbing on top of you, even better. Look at me.
It's less downward dog and more barking up the wrong tree for Lucy.
Exhale.
And finally, after the ladies have exercised, it's time to put the poochies through their paces.
Bend your knees and see if you can lift your dog to standing now.
The trouble is, Chantel's struggling to lift Lucy into the yoga poses.
Are we ready for sun salutations? This is just the beginning. This is called the dawn of the dog. Extend their paw. Press into the bony lever of their paw, elbow joints, excuse me, and the paws will extend out naturally. That's it.
But remember, Doga teachers need to be trained professionals, as you don't want your dog doing itself any damage.
Along their belly, and now lift their hind legs. And this is called doggy handstand.
Yeah, doggy handstand seems to be the final straw. Lazy Lucy's had enough.
I'd like to thank our doginis for their yoga practice as well.
So, do Heidi and Chantel think Doga will help their dogs drop a dress size?
It was good fun. Definitely, I think Tatty enjoyed it.
Unfortunately, Lucy isn't feeling any lighter quite yet.
I'm a bit dubious as to whether it would help with weight loss, but the experience was good fun.
It was very different. It was opened my eyes to a different type of experience.
Sounds like it's back to the diet for Lucy and Tatty.
We'll be back shortly to see who will be making it through to the final of the Fat Pet Slimmer of the Year.
And Kian gets the skinny on the dogs that get fat on prescription drugs.
She's been on steroids on and off for sort of the last year.
Right.
And that's made her weight even worse.
Steroids don't make dogs fat. That's all down to the owner.
Oh, okay.
We'll soon be revealing the winner of today's heat, but first, more stories from the drop-in clinics.
Now, lots of dog owners will tell you that if their pooches are put on medication, then they'll inevitably put on weight. But Kian's finding out
How are you, pal? You all right?
if there's any truth in that common belief.
Who's this?
This is Buster.
Hello, Buster. You a
He's,
bit nervous?
Yeah, he suffers with Addison's disease. He's on permanent medication, and the medication, I think, does make him put on a bit of weight.
Right.
So he's been gaining weight for quite some time now.
Okay. So it really is just a case of figuring out the medication, the food, what's the right way to do it, how much should you be giving him a day?
That's right.
Vet Jesse has called Buster in for his consultation. Buster doesn't seem to be too overweight.
No, I mean, Buster's weight at the moment is not too bad at all. He's just creeping up a little bit when we've been weighing him recently. Medication he's on shouldn't cause him to gain weight. It's easy after they've been poorly to then overcompensate. So we want to just make sure that doesn't get out of control. What is he fed at the moment? Is he
Well, at the
on
moment, he gets a mixture of dry food in with a wet food.
Yeah, that's
but
absolutely
it's weighed according to what's on the package.
Does he get any treats or tidbits in between meals? Does he
I
get...
can be guilty of that sometimes. He does get the odd bit of toast in
Yeah,
the morning
yeah.
when I've had my breakfast and whatever, but it's not a lot. He doesn't get chocolate and sweets and things like
Great,
that. He has the
because-
occasional custard cream as well. So.
Right.
Hold on a second, John.
I do that as well. So
What do we call an occasional?
Yeah, no, it's not often. It's only about, once a week. If the dog hasn't had enough to eat, you can actually tell, because the dog will come up to you while you're eating and he'll beg.
Now, hold on a second. I don't agree with that. I have to ask the professional. Is that the case, Jez?
So one of the most common reasons that owners, give their pets treats is because of either feeling guilty or the dog sort of pleading and begging.
It's not the case, John. It's not the case.
It's just love. That's all it is.
Yeah, and that's the
You love
thing.
them so much, but the trouble is you can love them to death.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful.
And the great thing is that you're aware of that and you've come to us to help you kind of keep
That's
his weight
right,
under
yeah.
control.
All right, buddy.
See you.
Take care.
Bye.
And it soon becomes clear here at the clinic, medicines are getting a lot of the blame. That's why Vicky's brought in her overstuffed Staffy Cross, Lola. Well, we can tell Lola is a big girl, isn't she?
Yes, she is very big. She's been on steroids on and off for sort of the last year.
Right.
And that's made her weight even worse.
Okay.
Lola, please. Hi, come in.
But guess what? In the consulting room, Vet Terry has a surprise for Vicky.
Steroids don't make dogs gain weight. Owners feeding more makes the dog gain weight. How much would you normally feed?
A few treats and she probably gets given proper human food by my family. The other day I caught them giving her sushi.
It is true. Steroids will increase a dog's appetite and decrease its metabolism. That's a recipe for weight gain. But only overfeeding will actually make them fat.
So she's 30 kilos today. So she is significantly overweight.
I didn't realise she was that big.
And if you're guilty of overeating at Christmas, your pet may be too, because Rudolph isn't the only animal to enjoy too many festive treats.
Yeah, she loves mince pies, yeah, she absolutely does.
2 mince pies, it's approximately half of the daily calorific needs.
And it's a familiar story when Terry meets Poppy, who's also on steroids.
What appears to be the problem?
Poppy is a little bit overweight.
Steroids don't make dogs fat. That's all down to the owner. No, does she get any treats or any leftovers?
Occasional little bit of cheese.
Okay, I'd really cut the cheese out. A 1-inch cube of cheese is the equivalent of a human eating about 1.5 hamburgers. So when you put it in that kind of perspective, it is truly shocking.
But there is a healthy alternative to high-fat treats.
For dogs, carrots can make very nice low-calorie treats, but
I like carrots.
as with anything, just in moderation, no more than 2 to 3 times a day. Simple fact is, on average, overweight dogs actually live 2 years less than dogs that are the correct weight.
So, people, medicines don't cause dogs to gain weight.
Thank you very much.
The advice is, however hungry your hound is, be strict about only feeding them the correct amount of food. That way, they'll beat the battle of the bulge, even if they're on prescription drugs. The vets and nurses have been dealing with some amazing big problems, and when I say big, you know what we're talking about. And hopefully, before long, we'll see those waistlines come down.
Here at the stately home of Ragley Hall, we've met some stately pets. And now it's the all-important moment where we find out which one will be crowned today's Super Slimmer. First, let's remind ourselves of our contenders. Millie, the Jack Russell, who loved Sunday roasts. Ty, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, who's kicked his 12 biscuit a day habit. Or Poppy, the bunny, who lost ½ a kilo by kicking the carrots. And not forgetting Joey, who didn't lose anything. There can only be one victor in today's show. So let's find out who'll reign supreme and go through to tomorrow's grand final, where they'll be facing the best of the rest of the week's previous winners for the chance to lift the Slimmer of the Year trophy.
Now, unfortunately, we haven't got the bunnies because they don't travel very well.
And sadly, Ty's painful back leg has meant he couldn't make the journey up from Devon either.
So we've got friends and family joining us now. So, Paul, was this a straightforward win?
Well, today, I think there's a clear winner, and there was a fantastic transformation. So I'm really, really pleased to announce that our final contestant is... It's Millie.
It is Millie. Well done. Congratulations. And obviously we had one of our bunnies that didn't lose anything.
No, we didn't, but it was close with the other one, though.
Yeah? We'll see you tomorrow for finals day.